Okay, what's happening, everybody? Back in the canvas, season 3, episode 6. We've titled this one Grassroots Boxing. Today we've got Daps in here as usual, and we got a new guest, Mr. Obi Egbunike.
That's it.
Yeah?
Yes,
I got it right?
Yeah.
How you doing, my guy?
Good, man. I'm good.
Nice to have you here on the canvas.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
I'm here as well.
Yeah.
Everyone, Daps representing.
How you doing, Daps?
I'm good, man.
What's
Still
what's
windy
been
out
happening
there,
with
but
you? I know, right?
but we're surviving.
Yeah,
Surviving.
good. So we'll get straight into it, man. Yeah, with the man,
Yeah.
Mr. 2-0. When I did some research, I thought you were middleweight, but on the way in,
do you know what it is? When I started,
Yeah.
so as an amateur, I was middleweight.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 69, 75 kilos. So then we middleweight as a pro, it's like 72. So we went to middleweight.
Yeah.
For my first fight, I made the weight I was at the weight like 4 or 5 weeks before the fight.
Mm.
So the weight just dropped off easy because I was training. The training was different, obviously, as a pro now. I wasn't full time then, but now I am full time.
Right.
So the weight dropped off easy then. So then we thought, let's go to the weight below, like middleweight.
Yeah.
You get me? Because when I made middleweight, I wasn't that disciplined. Like in terms of, I was disciplined in terms of training, but when I wasn't that disciplined in terms of eating. Like just I'll have a little snack here and there. You get me? So
Do you think you can make welterweight 147?
no way.
Well, what's your height?
No, I'm 6 foot.
6 foot. All right.
What's what weight at in kilos? What's that? Like 67, isn't it?
Okay, 147. I don't know what it is in
147
kilos.
pounds,
It's
yeah, I'm not
sure.
Divide
It's
by
like 67.
2.2 if your maths
Yeah.
is not
Could be like Errol Spence, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like
Wait,
67 kilos.
Yeah, and after you weigh in, you can start eating whatever you like.
Yeah,
But we got
right now, it's not always the day before weigh-ins, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, all my weigh-ins has been same day weigh-ins.
All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that a British boxing thing, or that's just what you sign up for when you actually signing the contract? Because I thought it's usually the day before.
Well, he used to
And
be on the day for a
IBF
long time. And then they
IBF had
changed
this
it.
£10 limit, but I don't think it's in effect for this fight actually.
I don't know about £10 limit, but I'm saying it used to be same
On the-
day weighing. but
Makes
then
more
that changed.
sense. It
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Yeah.
But we've got ahead of ourselves. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now you're a pro.
Yeah.
You're 2-0.
Yeah.
What is your boxing story? If you could say, what is Obi's boxing story? How did he
Okay.
come to this
How did I
position
come
that
to
you're on
boxing?
now?
Yeah. I've always been into sports, so it just starts off for me just being a sporty kid.
Yeah.
My dad used to do judo.
Mm.
When he was younger, he used to do judo. He competed in France, I think it was. Got second. Can't remember what championship it was.
Yeah.
And was southeast. I think it was southeast or southwest England champion.
Yeah.
And then he used to box also, not at a competitive level,
Yeah.
but he used to box and train and spar regularly at Fitzroy Lodge.
All right. Yeah. Everyone knows
So
Fitzroy Lodge.
yeah. So
Famous.
yeah, exactly. So boxing's kind of always been around me because like when I was younger, I used to go. My dad used to bring me to Fitzroy Lodge at times, and
Yeah.
and also like when we was younger, he just used to teach us how to box and play fight and all that type of stuff. But I started off originally doing judo. Then I started playing football.
Right.
I got bored of competing in judo.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I competed in judo. I had like 3 fights, but I was
as a junior.
yeah. I was really young. Like I can't remember, about between 8 and 10. But I was a chubby kid. Yeah, I was chubby. I've got a twin brother. He was light, so he was always fighting. He was not fighting, competing against people younger than him, innit? And he always used to get gold. I was always competing against heavier people, like older people.
So they had more strength.
Yeah, more strength and bigger people.
Yeah.
Because I was chubby.
Right.
So I would always get bronze. But yeah, moving on from that.
Mhm.
So yeah, I started playing football, fell out of football,
Yeah.
and then my dad was just like, "Why don't you do some boxing?" So
How old were you then when you had that conversation?
I was
To actually go for
14.
boxing?
I was about 14, 13. I got in trouble in school one time. I pushed the teacher and I lost my temper. And 13. That was in like year 8, year 9. My dad suggested to do some boxing, so I went to boxing gym and acting. It wasn't even a proper boxing gym actually. They was just doing kind of keep fit for
Training.
keep fit
so
training for
boxercise
young.
more than boxing.
Yeah, but it was a bit more. It was a bit more than boxer size. It wasn't just 1, 2, 3, 4 hit the pads, and it was like he was showing a bit of moves, but it wasn't great. The level wasn't great.
Right.
And I did that with my older brother.
So
He's also a
I'm
pro.
getting the picture that your whole family is
Yeah, my older
He's a
brother's a
combat
professional
family
boxer as well.
as well.
Yeah, he's a professional boxer as well.
So how many are you guys in the family? How many siblings have you got?
Boys, there's 3 boys. That's my older brother, my twin brother,
And
and my younger brother.
your younger brother.
Yeah, and then I
Is
got
easy boxing as well?
yeah, my younger brother does.
Yeah.
So
we should
your
take it as a
your
given
twin
you're
brother
one
box
person.
as well.
Nah, my twin brother's a sprinter.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Yeah, my twin brother's a sprinter.
Interesting.
Your
I got
family of
sprint. I got,
sports,
I got,
man.
yeah, I got sprinting in my blood as well. Egbunike, he competed in the Olympics 400. I think it was Olympics or Commonwealth, one of them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was bronze. Got bronze or silver 400 meters. So I got sprinting in my blood and boxing.
So from what you're telling us, it seems like you had a variety of options. Like you say, your big brother is a boxer, your twin brother is a sprinter, and your dad did judo. So you could have chosen any sports basically.
Yeah.
Why did you actually? I know you tried boxing, but you
Yeah.
tried other sports as well. Why did you stick with boxing?
Um,
What was it about boxing that actually go? I'm good at this.
it
and
helped.
I enjoyed doing
Yeah, I
this.
was good. Yeah, obviously I was good at it. I enjoyed it, but also when I was younger, I used to have a bad temper, like a really bad temper. All my friends used to take the piss at me purposely because they knew I would
You
react
can
in
eat-
it. Yeah,
okay.
like so. It calmed me down. It controlled me, and it also was a way for me to let go, express myself, and get rid of anger. So
Do you
that's why I
find
said it helped me. It helped me a lot in that sense.
I hear about this a lot, and it's quite well. Maybe for me, looking from the outside anyway, because I think AJ said the same thing as well. Like boxing gives you discipline and actually lets you control your emotions. How does it actually do that? Because when you're in the gym training, you're literally, it's like you're going to the gym, innit? You're lifting weights, you're punching bags, you're doing. How does that control your emotions? How do you learn to? Is it because you're actually using a lot of energy, and
It's that
when
also, yeah.
people actually piss you off, you don't have the energy to retaliate or something? How does it actually control your anger, or how does it actually help you calm down?
Well, first of all, lift the weights is different to what's it called, boxing.
Yeah.
But there's many ways, but the best way is sparring, isn't it? Sparring is really the ultimate test of it because
Because you need to be calm under pressure, don't you?
exactly, and it's controlled aggression, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you've lost the temper in the ring, you've basically lost already, innit? And it's like when you're a kid as well, there's like different characters, different personalities in the gym. Some people get on, some people don't get on.
Yeah.
So all this plays into the effect of a boxing gym, and in a boxing gym as well, it's like it can get competitive, but you can't let the competitiveness like control it and take over it, because when you do, then
That's
you've
when you use
lost.
a lot of
You've gotta
energy
keep
as well.
exactly. You got to stay level-headed.
That translates into the fight night as well.
Yeah.
You might get hit with a shot, you don't like it.
Exactly.
But how you react.
Or someone might stick the tongue. Someone might stick the tongue at you or laugh at you or say something like that. Stuff happens at the boxing gym all the time.
Yeah, even
Oh,
in
you
the
got
pro,
knocked
like,
down. So
Tyson
everyone
Fury
goes
does that a lot,
ooh
innit?
or something like that. Like some people get frustrated about it. You got to keep level-headed.
Right.
You get me?
So we got the background sorted. Fast forward to now. Why did you say, actually, I'm gonna make a professional career out of this at this point? You know, because I look at your age, and I look at you where you are, and I look at time.
Sorry, how old are you?
25.
25.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So you're like, the Olympics is next year. You turned pro last year, right?
Yeah.
Why did you decide to go the pro route last year? Did you not fancy maybe perhaps trying a shot at the Olympics?
Nah, because
You said that so definitively, like. That's.
Yeah. Like, if I would have done that, I would have had to started it a while ago, because it's not that easy just to go for the Olympics.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
mean,
that.
you got to qualify.
Yeah, you got to qualify, but even before qualifying, like to qualify, that means you have to get picked. Yeah, and to even be picked, you need to be in the squads.
Yeah,
you get me.
I think Umar actually mentioned it as well when he came on the show. There's a lot of politics involved, isn't it? So
it's not,
it's not guaranteed.
Who did Umar? He went for Nigeria.
Yeah.
So I would have done something similar to him. I would have went for.
So you wouldn't have gone through the UK system?
GB.
So
I would have went for Nigeria or Ghana.
The reason why I'm asking you, because I know you've got the amateur background in that. You've been fighting the bouts, the Haringey Cops, the Aibers.
Yeah.
So you are on the circuit. So
definitely.
Why do you
But first of all, you have to win the national championships.
Right.
Yeah. Or kind of come second. Like some people do get put into GB and they haven't won the national champions. I know someone who has. Yeah, but really you have to win it.
So it's very competitive.
Yeah, very competitive. And once you win it, that doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna pick you. Yeah, just because you've won the national championships, you might get selected for England. You might get selected for GB. Once you do get that position, there's different stages in the squad. I can't remember the exact name, but there's a podium squad. Then there's like the next level.
Right.
And like for example, the first level they might just go for like 3 nation championships, or they might just box against England or Wales or Scotland, or then the next level might do the proper international championships.
Yeah, right.
But there will be 3 people within that weight who they get a selection of to pick.
Right.
You get me? And then out of those 3 people, from what I remember, they'll choose who they think is best to represent the country in that championship. Yeah. So there's a lot of politics like that, and then also like you find that a lot of people up north get picked more than down here.
Really?
So, yeah.
Interesting.
But anyway, yeah.
Interesting.
So you always knew in your mind, if you had the right opportunity.
Yeah, there was that when I was younger. There was a stage where I did want to. There was a stage.
Yeah.
Like everyone, almost every boxer has that thought, man. That fork in their mind. Yeah, I want to go for Olympics.
Yeah.
Like it's the best route.
Yeah.
It's the best route, 100%.
Well, you can see it now, isn't it?
It's the best route.
Yeah, but as you can see as well, not everyone that went to it helps if you go to the Olympics, but if you're still good, look at people like Dillian White, they still made it to the top.
Exactly.
But that's an exception to the rule.
Yeah, but what's wrong with you being an exception?
It's through his line that you can see there's more. He's bringing in more people who aren't going through that route. But that's not the norm. Let's face it.
It's not the norm, but from what I've heard,
like Kingsley saying as well, Obi saying as well, it's very easier. It's easier.
It's easier. Like I said, it helps.
Free advertising, it's free publicity, isn't it?
It does help, but
not
everyone
easy,
can get on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not everyone can
it's
get
not
on it.
easy though. Like regardless,
what I mean is easy.
yeah.
No, let me clarify. What I mean is easier is after the Olympics.
You get the publicity.
Yeah. You're there, innit? Yeah.
You've got already.
Yeah, but
you got the push and you got the back, you got the money.
Even that, I think 012 was a different one because it happened in the UK. Do you actually get the publicity?
Oh no,
because
it started from Amir Khan for me. It's from Beijing that this started, I think.
Yeah, but you might get publicity within the boxing circle. But I think the thing that actually made UK boxing what it is right now is the involvement of the casuals, and that's because the Olympics as well helped. Because everyone actually went to the games and actually watched the games right now, and they know these people. I think that helped as well. That the casual was involved.
I can't confirm for that. I enjoy it. No, I watch it, but I don't know about the casuals. I don't know. There's a lot of marketing.
A lot of people went to the Olympics, man.
What, to the boxing? The boxing is quite empty on nights,
I don't know. I don't know about that one still. Yeah. Do you know what? I think boxing is becoming more popular. Yeah, like recently, I think because of Anthony Joshua still.
Yeah.
100%.
Definitely, yeah.
100%. And yeah, it's just the big fights.
But how do you find it? How's the transitioning from the amateur to pro? Because it's a different ball game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a different ball game. But right now, I'm only doing a round extra. You get me? I'm only doing a round extra, so there's not too much I have to change. When you start doing the 6 rounds and the 8 rounds,
yeah.
And then
but what about the style? Because if you look at people like Daniel Yustinov, or was
Daniel?
Like I think he fought yesterday. He's at 6'5".
Who?
Daniel, he won gold is welterweight actually. 147 in one gold at the last Olympic. Is with Matchroom. And he's at 6 fights now, and it's been criticized a lot because it still has that amateur style because it's just trying to score points. But in the game right now, people are looking for excitement. People are looking for you to actually catch someone flush.
But yeah. But who are you talking about? Sorry,
Daniel Ayusinov.
Oh.
It's from Kazakhstan.
He's basically a Kazakh boxer.
Yeah.
Who
Okay.
he earns like snap top. He's on his 6th fight, I believe.
He had his 6
Yeah,
fights
yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
But
But even someone like there's some even like Luke Campbell.
Yeah.
He's someone who's very pro Olympic style. If you watch
Yeah.
him, he's not
To
got a
be
high
fair-
KO ratio and
Yeah.
Me personally,
He
I
had
like
a-
the
he
style. I
had a
like that
TKO
style. That's how
yesterday.
my style is.
yeah.
What,
That's
Luke
how my
Campbell?
style- Well, not. I wouldn't say
But
like
your
Luke
points,
Campbell,
you're
but
more
like.
of points than a knockout.
Well, it's not even that. I don't look for the knockout.
Right.
You get
Yeah.
me? If it comes, it comes.
Which is the right mindset
Yeah.
because you don't want to go head hunting.
But the way how they box, from what you're telling me, is they hit and they don't get hit. They hit, they step out, they step
Yeah.
back in. That type of style. For me personally, I prefer that style. If you've got the power, then yeah, you sit down and let the shots go and still get out.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the power, you got the speed, then it works anyway because you're hitting and you're stepping out and you use your feet to maneuver around the ring. You get me? So
Like, is
all
this
that
wi-
stuff about you have to sit down and let shots go and load up. Like you got to let that stuff come naturally, and while you're doing that, then you work with your jab. You pick your shots, move around the ring, slip. You get me? And that's how I prefer
like
to
the
box. That's
picture
what I
you're
like to see.
painting there.
No, it's
I
with
was
science
getting
of
sucked
boxing,
in.
isn't it? It's not a lot of people can do that. Like that's what makes.
That's what I'm saying. It's easy for people to. It's actually easier, yeah, to sit down on your shots and just like throw shots. It's harder to step in, step out,
Yeah.
counter.
You need to be very fair,
and-
don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Look how
do need to be very
like
fit.
Billy Joe does that as well, innit?
Yeah, exactly. And like you see when Billy Joe beat what's his name,
Lemieux.
Lemieux, like he
Made him
outboxed
look
classy.
silly, innit?
That's what I'm saying. That's
Made
the
him
type
look like
of
he
boxing
shouldn't be in
that
the
I like.
ring with him.
That's the
I was
boxing I like.
aghast.
I like to
performance.
watch.
But let me drop you a serious question now.
Mm.
Boxing's fine, yeah. We can tell you're a boxer. The way you're talking about it,
Yeah,
you enjoy it.
yeah.
great. But what about the harder part of boxing, which is not actually boxing? So for someone like you now,
Yeah.
Turno, not had the exposure the Olympics has, you decided to turn pro.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to make a living out of it as a professional.
Yeah,
What are the
100%.
struggles? Could you highlight?
Yeah.
So it's not all rosy.
Nah,
of a
definitely
grassroots
not.
boxer like yourself,
Definitely not. Definitely
or
not.
who's like coming up through the small hall game.
Mm.
What do you have to do to do you supplement your income? Have you got your hands in other pies? What's it like at this day and age?
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. You definitely have to. You have to have a plan still.
Yeah.
100%. Like a lot of boxers are working. Well, I work as well, but my work works in hand with my boxing. Yeah.
Right.
But a lot of
Can you
boxers.
elaborate?
Yeah, I will. I'll move on to that. But a lot of other boxers, they was it called? They might, because before I used to be a teaching assistant.
Right.
Yeah. So, as like for my first fight, that's why I said I wasn't full time then. I was working as a teaching assistant,
Right.
and then was it called come to boxing. But I was only doing 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I managed to get that. So I was
Yeah,
only
because you
doing
need
3
that
days.
flexibility
Yeah,
to
exactly.
train as well.
So so that's very hard. That in itself is very hard to train for for fights, and you've got to go to work, after work, then come to training.
Mhm.
You're tired already. Like after work, you're tired already. Then you got to spar, do bags, do everything else, and then maybe even before you got to run in the morning. So that's hard alone itself.
And you got to socialize as well. That's an
Exactly.
aspect because that keeps you sane, isn't it? You got to have
Yeah,
family
but that's the
time,
sacrifice you
friends.
got to make, by the way, about social. I don't
Yeah.
know about that.
Really, so like this is your life right now, basically, is what you're saying.
Boxing, well, like after this, yeah, I'll be home. I'm trying to get rest. I prefer to get rest and socialize.
Yeah,
That's what-
well, that's
Yeah,
fair
you
enough.
gotta be
Yeah,
disciplined,
I
right?
prefer to get rest and socialize. Like,
So what you're saying is you got to have a plan. What else?
yeah. So you got to kind of have a plan. So for me, what it works for me, I do personal training at my boxing gym.
Right.
Yeah, I do
Where'd you box out, by the way?
Hooks, Power Day Hooks, Power Day Hooks.
What about?
It's an Acton. Well, it's I call it Acton, but it's really the postcode is W5. So it's like Pope's Lane, Pope's
Okay.
Lane, Ealing.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, opposite Gunnersbury Park.
Right.
Mm. But yeah, I do personal training there,
Yeah. Okay.
and I teach classes. I teach so like today, for instance, I was coaching the kids class, and then also doing adult boxing class,
Right.
and that's my work.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Just building my clients up. Also, like, it works in hand because some of my clients, obviously, I build a rapport with them, get to know them. A lot of them come to my fights as well,
Oh,
and
that's great, man.
that's also another, as you said, another difficulty or struggle in boxing is that you have to sell tickets, especially if you don't go the Olympic route. Then you have to sell tickets.
Yeah.
You get me? And if you don't sell a certain amount, like, I've never been in a position where I've only had 2 fights though, but I've never been in a position where I haven't sold enough tickets. So, but I assume if you don't sell enough tickets, you don't fight. You get me?
Right. So you have to market
or
yourself
you don't get
as
paid.
well. Yeah.
Exactly.
So have you got like a good team around you that you say is helping you push your brand out
Yeah,
there?
yeah. Do you know what? It's not even a team though. It's not. I don't even have a team. Like, you got this stuff, and it's just my good friends and family. Like,
Right.
from when I get the date and I get my poster,
Yeah.
and I put it up. Like, I have my brothers, like my twin brother, my older brother, my little brother, my boys in the gym, and my close friends who grew up. They throw it up straight away. They start promoting it themselves. You get me?
Yeah.
Asking people who want to come. My dad also, he goes out of his way all the time. So I don't really have a team. Like, they are my team, really. They are my team,
Mm.
and they just push me as well.
So is
Push.
that like I think you said earlier, like as a boxer you have to have a plan. So is there a plan in place, or that you cooking up, so to say, to actually get to where you want to be in boxing? Is there a route that you have in mind of how to get there?
Yeah, 100% there is. But for now, like, when I was saying that, I was talking about in terms of work and that.
Yeah.
But you always have to have a plan with everything anyway. Yeah. But right now, the plan is to get. I don't want to rush.
Yeah.
You get me? Because I want to keep learning as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So
like,
do you
the
want
plan
to
is now.
do you want to go for the like
Oh,
the national title first?
Southern area.
Southern,
Yeah,
yeah,
southern
100%,
areas,
100%. Go for the southern area or the English first.
Okay.
Yeah, but I want to build as much experience as I can fighting good opponents.
Mm.
I'm not rushing,
Yeah.
rushing to get there because I'm still young. So
Yeah. Therefore.
Yeah. So
Okay.
someone who I follow, and
Mm.
I followed for a long time, and
Mm.
I've always thought of as a prospect Lerone Richards. I don't know if you know Lerone Richards. Or
yeah,
of
I
him.
know who he is. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was saying as well, like, he's been around for a while, but he still works, and
Mm.
he's been pro, and he's signed to Frank Warren.
Yeah.
I believe.
Mm.
So it's like, that aspect. I think we got everyone saying boxing's big and whatnot, but for every AJ, there's like 100 people who that's not their story, and it's hard for.
100%.
So someone like Lerone Richards, he sparred Billy Joe Saunders, he sparred
Mm.
George Groves, he sparred the best of the best.
Mm.
I mean, he's fighting soon, but it's like, this
It's
is
not
the
making
reality.
enough- it's not
What does
making
he do?
enough
What does
money,
he do for work?
I can't remember, but
Mm.
something like warehousing or something. And they know he boxes, so
Oh, wow.
it's flexible enough. So it's like what you're saying, when you were a TA, you get 3 days, and then you
Yeah,
get the
yeah,
rest of your time
Mm.
for yourself as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
you must highlight it, not to
Yeah.
make it seem like to people coming under you like, oh yeah, it's all glory.
It's not
all
rosy
glitz
at all.
and-
Nah,
yeah,
it's
and then you got
definitely.
to sell your tickets.
Yeah,
as
you
well.
got. That's what it is.
If you haven't got a big name, so you need to market yourself.
Yeah,
very
you have to
well.
market
gotta get yourself
yourself.
out there.
You have to let
And that's-
people know in your area.
As far as I'm concerned, that's harder than actually boxing.
It
Because if
is.
you're a boxer, it's a given that you can box.
Yeah.
It's all these other things, your media.
And do you know what it
presence.
is as well? Because you want to fight regularly as well.
Yeah.
Like, you want to
What's
get
regularly? How many times a year?
Well, look, okay, like 6 times really. Like,
That would be ideal for you.
yeah,
As a-
definitely 6 times.
So do you have a fight date?
Yeah, April the 6th.
April the 6th.
Mm.
Oh, you're cool.
Yeah, York Hall.
Okay.
York Hall, April the 6th. So, like, my last fight was March the, I think, 16th. Can't
What?
remember.
Today.
No, sorry, not March the 16th.
I thought before
no,
you came
February.
here.
yeah. No, February the what am I talking about?
Man,
yeah,
I
no,
knew
I'm
it. Yeah,
thinking
you
about-
fought today. Yeah, that's why I see blood
Joking.
all over a minute.
light work,
Yeah, light work, innit? Literally just got out of a boxing match.
Yeah, I'm thinking about today. No. It was what am I talking about? It was February.
February
what's it called?
16th.
Yeah, February the 16th, I think.
Okay.
So, like, I had a week off, and then 4 or 5 weeks, I'm fighting again. Yeah, so you got to be able to.
I guess you have to be active. One question that I want to ask you, because I think a couple of years ago I actually went to the boxing gym just to keep fit, and
He
I
likes
remember
to mention that every boxing season.
true, man. Like I went to the
I
boxing
went
gym.
boxing gym. I can
So
box
just to
with
keep fit, and I remember because we had a trainer then, and he goes, stepping into the ring to spar someone, I was like, nah, that's not why I'm here, mate. I just want to keep fit. Like, maybe I'm being naive, or I don't know what's going on. I don't see just a regular Joe guy going, I want to box. What is it with boxing? Like, because I feel like for you to be a boxer, you can't be the normal average guy. For you maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but I feel like I can't. Yeah, of course, if someone trying to step on me, I can defend myself, or you have to defend yourself as a man. But to actually do that for a living, or to have intention of doing that for a living, you guys must be like special breed or something.
Right.
What's your question? Because
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I don't know how to really answer that, because it's like, it's just me, innit?
Just you.
You get me? It's just how I am. Like, I can't say, oh yeah, it has to be a street person, or it has to be what's it called? Like, you have to have a lot of balls or whatever, because there's people who have a lot of balls that don't want to box. You get me? They do other things. They have other interests, innit? Part of it is to have an interest in it, and then I don't know what else. I don't know what else.
Well, I know that you guys are special breed, man. You guys are you're not like everyone else.
It's not an easy life, man. To decide to do that, it's hard. To go in all in as well.
That's with a lot of things, though, man. It's not easy to go to the army or.
But
for me, it's not easy to. For me, it's not easy to sit in an office job and do a 9 to 5 for the whole
I guess
time.
that answers the question.
That's not easy.
I guess that answers the question.
Yeah, because I know a few people that can actually stomach the thought of doing that. So fair enough.
Toilet, yeah. So that it is. In a question now for you, like a more broader question. Everyone says British boxing is booming.
Pardon? British boxing booming, yeah?
Everyone says that, but I'd like to get your take, especially now in the context of
like within the last 6 months, 12 months.
Also, added on to that, the fact that now the biggest boxing stars in the UK are seemingly trying to get out of the UK and go to America and fight there. So is boxing really still booming? So if you can break it down in those two parts and give us your thoughts on it. And as a boxer, newly into the industry, do you agree with that sentiment? Like, from your perspective, is it easy to sell tickets? So, like, what's booming about boxing for you in the UK, and what isn't if it's not?
Nah, boxing is booming in the UK, 100%. 100%.
Do you still get better numbers if you say I'm a boxer?
Pardon?
You still get better numbers if you just tell people you're a boxer?
Better numbers. Do you know what? Well, I don't work those lines.
I think I saw him up there. I saw him up there. Okay, I'll allow you.
I'm a boxer. What was it called? A lot of people, like, just working in the boxing gym, like, a lot of people are interested in boxing now, and more of the general public, like as you said, casuals. You call them casuals. A lot more casuals are into boxing now.
Yeah,
100%. And obviously you got the three top heavyweights.
AJ, Wilder, and Fury.
Yeah, all from.
Or do you mean Dylan? I think you probably meant Dylan. UK heavyweights.
Well, yeah, UK, yeah, exactly.
Dylan is it's fucking up, innit? So, innit?
Well, he's one of the tops anyway. Maybe not three.
He likes to think anyway.
He's one of the tops anyway.
Yeah, he's one of the top. Yeah.
One of the tops. So, but But obviously, you said, what was he saying, that they all going to America, innit?
That's the perception. Everyone's saying boxing is booming, but if the three biggest boxing stars in the UK are going to the US or trying to get into the US market, how booming is boxing?
I think it's not a secret that the money at this point in time is in America. The money is in America, but what does that do to UK? Because I feel like if you take 12, 18 months. When AJ boxed Klitschko 2016, that moment I would say last year was very good for UK boxing. Every time, everywhere sells out.
Definitely.
Everybody holding event in boxing sells out. But now it seems like they're not that major stars anymore. There's not a lot of big stars anymore.
Yeah, after
And
those three.
there's been a lot of retirement as well. So
Yeah.
there know a lot of household names. Like it was 18 months ago, I think.
Yeah, no, you're right. After those three, there's not, to be honest. But
Yeah.
like,
Well, there's a
I
space
well, I
for new
believe-
people then.
yeah, exactly, there is. But after, I think you take, all right, they make the fight with Rada, which is probably will be in America.
Mm.
I would like to think that, because obviously you got those three who still need to mix it up with each other, yeah, including Rada as well. But I would like to think they would come back to the UK and make those fights here.
Yeah.
You get me? Because that's booming here. Like
I know that would
AJ
do
versus Tyson
massive.
Fury.
Well, that's
at
got to be over
Wembley.
here. I
That's what I'm
don't care
saying.
if it's
And
Dazn
And
or
Dylan
I
White,
don't care if
and then
it's
Dylan
ESPN.
White again. Dylan White, and then Dylan White and
Dylan
Fury.
White.
All of that is going to be. All of that should really be here. Like,
Yeah, but it looks like that fight is not even going to happen because, as people are reporting, Wilder is turning down the zone's money.
100 million. Yeah, I
million.
saw it the other
He
day.
turned it down, so he's going to make an announcement on Tuesday apparently to actually let the world know what he's planning on doing. So it looks like we're going to be waiting a long time for that to happen. But I think boxing is still at a better place than it was 5-10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's still, and like I said, I think there's a lot of people involved. There's a lot more grassroots boxing gyms, and there's a lot of people getting involved now. So I think give you another couple of years, I think we'll have good names again.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Fair enough.
Definitely.
Lastly, from me, I don't know about you, Dabs, just like out of this interview segment, we always like to do this with boxers who come on. So give me a name. If you could make a fight tomorrow,
Yeah.
based on your level or whatever. It's
You said Jared Hood earlier, didn't you?
yeah, Joker. Nah.
maybe not heard. But
Yeah, that's what he said
something
before we started
realistic.
recording.
Yeah, just, who would you say, like, actually, you feel like in your heart of hearts,
Yeah.
Obi can take him on and, you know, establish himself as a UK staple in the hearts and minds of fans?
I'll be real with you, yeah.
Yeah.
I fancy Ted Cheeseman still.
Mad. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I would actually like to see that
I
now.
fancy Ted Cheeseman
Wow.
still.
I didn't even think about Teddy.
Oh, wow.
No, I fancy Ted Cheeseman.
So that's where you're pitching your tent.
No, I'm not. No, you asked me the question. I gave you the answer. Innit? I'm not saying I'm going after. I'm not calling anyone out or anything because he's where he is and I'm
Yeah.
where I am. Innit?
Yeah, but
Get
Teddy
me?
Cheeseman as well. That's another one who wasn't. He turned pro early.
Yeah.
And he seems to be making it well with
Yeah.
Matchroom.
He's doing
Barring his
well
last
for
fight
himself.
with
Yeah,
the Spanish guy,
exactly,
Sergio
yeah.
Garcia. Yeah.
I think that would be a good
I
scrap, actually.
Ted Cheeseman is he's fit. He's fit.
He's got
Physically.
an engine,
But he's from what I see of him, he's one dimensional, innit? He just keeps coming and that's
Yeah.
it. You get me? And he takes a lot of punches.
yeah.
Takes a lot of punches and he takes a lot of punches to his head, innit?
I'll go for you on that fight because, like, we've discussed it on this program. If you have someone that can move properly with the chisma, I think you make him look really silly.
And that's what the other guy did.
Yeah.
Garcia. You get me? You
And
just
then we
gotta
can
make
stay at
sure
that
you
pace.
can keep the pace up for the 12 rounds
Mm.
because he will keep his pace up. There's
Yeah.
no doubt Ted Cheeseman will keep his
So
pace
you
up.
got your work cut out for you, man. You got to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
Think back to this. You know,
But I think he's got
British title to defend against Fowler.
Fowler.
Or what's the other guy? The one who Fowler's fighting.
who's Fowler fighting?
Oh no, it's not who. It's what's his name? Fowler and the Machine.
Machine's Fowler and he's fighting
Scott Fitz.
Fitzgerald. Yeah, Fitzgerald.
That's
Scott
it.
Fitzgerald. That's it.
Yeah.
I think
that's
Fowler will have him
happening next week. Not this coming one, the week after.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that'd be a
in
good one.
Liverpool.
That'd
That'd be a
fight.
good scrap. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Last one from me, just to let you know what you think about the boxing, whatever. If you have to rank the heavyweights, like from 1 to 3, how would you rank them? Which your number 1 or your number 2? Like in terms of obviously what you like.
You
Okay.
can't
in
hold
terms
back.
of
You can't
skill,
hold back.
In terms of skill, whatever
yeah.
whatever you think a boxer should be,
all right, cool.
whatever makes you enjoy watching boxing, who does it the best, or which number 1, which number 2, number 3, heavyweights.
I have to be Fury still.
Fury's number 1.
Yeah, out of like what he done with the way how he
Wilder.
boxed, made him miss. I like that stuff.
You didn't
I
like
like
the
to see
way he got
knockdowns.
knocked down, though.
Yeah. But everyone gets knocked down. Josh has been knocked down. You get me? Everyone's
True.
been, what heavyweight? Like, all right, has Wilder been knocked down?
In the amateur,
All right, but he hasn't been knocked down as a pro.
No,
Other than
never
Wilder,
have been,
but
no.
we all get knocked down, innit?
they were, yeah.
All right, so not all of them boxers do it how Fury boxed.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Fair enough.
you get me? So I like. Do you know who else is good as well? But he's a bit over past his limit. Ortiz, yeah.
Oh, man.
Ortiz. If he was younger, I would have backed him to beat everyone all the way. If he was
Yeah.
younger, yeah. But
Yeah, his last fight against Hammer, he looked, the age is starting to come
Even
up. you know?
even against Kaufman, it looks.
Yeah.
Everyone could tell this is coming.
Yeah.
So he should be looking for a payday now.
yeah, but he's not
Massive
gonna get a
payday.
payday. But anyway, I don't think. Well, he.
Oh, didn't
Is
Whiteman
a
bless
Dylan
him?
fight, is that a payday, would you say?
Yeah, that will be pay-per-view. Yeah?
Pay-per-view? I don't think Ortiz is that popular over here, you know?
It's not.
To make that
It's
pay-per-view.
not.
I
He's
think with what's happened to Dylan, turning out a lot of money down, that fight has to be pay-per-view for it to make any sense.
Didn't Fury say he would offer him something?
Well, who believes what Fury
But
says? these days?
that won't be over here, though. So it'd be hard. It'd be a bit out. You can't.
No, it has to be over with. They're both.
Nah.
Well, both of
Fury's
them
on
go.
ESPN now. Why
Yeah.
would ESPN send him here? BT.
Well, it's still
will
with
put it
BT
on.
as well.
Yeah, but BT will put it on. But the time you're putting it on, that's a mad. It's very risky for BT to do that as a pay-per-view. Who's gonna wake up at
What
4
they
for a
did?
pay-per-view
They did
for-
Wilder. It's pay-per-view.
I think that's a bigger fight, man. You're comparing two different things, you know.
I think it will sell more in
I don't
UK
know.
than I think it will
We're
sell
gonna
more
get
in
into
UK.
it, man, I'll do
It will sell more in UK than America. I think.
Really?
Dylan Fury.
Actually, yeah, it should. It
Yeah,
should. No,
come on,
I'm
man.
talking rubbish. Actually, yeah, they're
Yeah,
both British.
like always.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, not like always. Dabs.
number one Fury. What's your number two? Are you
No.
going for Ortiz or you just?
No.
Okay.
I had to give him a mention because
Okay.
he deserves a mention.
As
still,
an
but
elder
it's not as
statesman, I rate that.
Yeah, but AJ, and then
So
I'm
you
not.
thi-
I'm go on.
so you think Fury does AJ if they actually get in the ring?
No, I don't think that. I don't know who. See, I was gonna say I put those two, 1 and 2, but I prefer Fury's style of boxing.
Okay.
Fury's style of boxing, he's more fluent.
Yeah.
You get me? He moves, he slips, punches, steps in, steps out. Yeah, AJ can't move how Fury moves.
Nobody can move that Fury moves.
For a
heavyweight. For heavyweight, yeah. Nobody
Alright.
can do that.
Yeah, but
You want to
but-
watch some
but
of
AJ.
old
But the thing
school Joe
is,
Fraser fights,
but-
you know? Joe
but the
Fraser
thing
used
is-
to move.
Mm.
I watched Fraser earlier. I thought, wow, this guy can move, right? And he wasn't the tallest of guys.
Yeah, but that makes Fury because Fury's quite tall.
He's quite
6'7",
tall as well, yeah.
so that makes what Fury does spectacular as well, isn't it?
100%. But the thing is, if AJ clips him now, then you know what AJ knows. That's what he's got to do, innit?
Mm.
He's got to clip him because AJ's been burning. Like he gets tired after like 5th or 6th round as well.
Mm.
So he's got to clip him. He's got to get him.
So you're gonna pull Wilder, White,
Wilder.
number 3. Who are you gonna put
I'm not a
number
fan
3?
of. I'm not a fan
Joe
of.
Joyce.
Nah.
We'll leave that
Nah.
there. We won't say anymore. He's like, no.
Not like that. No, I'm not against. I'm not against.
Now you're trying to backtrack, yeah.
I'm not against Joe Joyce.
Mate,
against
everyone
Joe
we
Joyce.
recorded it. You see his face when he said no.
I'm not
It
against
was
Joe
like,
Joyce
nah.
still, but he needs to. What's it called? Be a bit more tested, innit?
Yeah.
But,
So what will be your number 3?
I think Dylan White. I think I'll go with Dylan White still.
Over Wilder.
I don't like Wilder, man.
What his style?
Yeah, I don't like.
Doesn't
his
really
style
box,
at all.
does it?
Nah, don't like his style at all. I
Mm.
don't like Wilder's style at all. Like
Yeah, but
for me, the only thing he brings to like Wilder's southpaw, innit?
no, he's
He's
orthodox.
standard orthodox. Yeah.
Orthodox, yeah.
Only two things he brings is to the table is that he's awkward, yeah, with his long arms and that, and he's powerful.
Yeah. It's got the equalizer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's got the equalizer.
But other than that, I like to see like proper boxing.
You like to see the skills.
Yeah, I like to
But
see
I'm
proper
gonna be an
boxing skills.
advocate. You like to see his skills. Dylan White ain't blessed with that much boxing skills himself, is it?
Yeah, but
If you're going around that logic, I would say
But it's
all
the
that
thing.
Rimmo
You're
stuff.
one of the camps saying, "Oh yeah, he's improved." This
he has
time, yeah,
improved, but he's not the most skillful boxer.
Yeah.
Nah, but all that win.
Because that's what that's what Obi's going on.
Mm.
Skill, he likes to
Yeah.
see skills.
Yeah, but all that windmill stuff. That
It's jokes, isn't it?
yeah, that does. I can't.
It's
put him in the top
effective.
three.
You can't like you can't knock him for that. It's effective.
Yeah. Well, it might be effective. It gets. Well, it can get the job done, but he can't get
against the top levels, you'll find it.
the
Like you
rewards,
found it
the-
last time.
All right.
Okay.
Let's break some news off then. Daps, you take this away. We've been talking about it.
Yeah. So
WBF pulled their finger out and ordered the number 1 ranked, which is Anthony Yard, to fight Kovalev in the next 30 days. They gotta make a deal. What are your thoughts on this, everyone?
I know we've been discussing in our group chat, and you guys don't. Obviously, it's a massive step up from Reeves or whoever I fought last time to Kovalev, but I see Kovalev on the down at the moment. I think is another one that is reaching. He's got to that peak. I think when he was being cleverly, when he was going to the Ward fight, yeah, that was his peak. I think I see him going down now because he lost his Alvarez beat him, but even though they had the rematch and dominated him, they didn't knock him out.
I would just jump in and say he rolled the clock back against Elida Alvarez in part 2.
I don't think so, because I think what was suspect in the first fight was the fact that he gassed out. After 6 rounds, he gassed out and he started. It was not light on his feet anymore.
He wasn't. He had a different approach to this fight. He boxed.
That's my point.
He wasn't going for the knockout crusher.
Exactly.
He boxed.
But that's what made him.
So if he can box,
that's why I got given the name crusher, because it knocks people out as a light heavy. So if you're gonna now change your style just to, because I don't think he has that stamina anymore, because he's getting to that age where he needs to be very conservative. Right. So it was just boxing. It boxed Alvarez. It wasn't like a standing toe to toe trying to knock him out. So I think it was conserving his energy. And I think someone as young as Yard can just rush him.
Yeah, but again,
I don't think so.
Yeah, go on. What are your thoughts? Actually?
I think he should rush him. But I'll go for Yard in that fight, even though I'm not saying Yard is the best fighter or whatever.
I'll go for Kovalev, definitely. 100%. Yeah.
I'll go for Yard. I'm sticking with Yard.
Right. Yard is powerful and that, so is Kovalev though. Yeah. He's got the boxing. I think Kovalev does have the boxing brain. He's got the boxing brain to beat him as well.
Because look at what people did for Stevenson.
I think he needs more. What's it called? More. I think it's a very big step up. Like he needs a couple opponents. Yeah, that are actually going to box. Like.
That came to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Comes to win.
I'm not sure how much of a variety of styles he's had as an amateur and professional. He's faced.
Well, he doesn't have. Yard doesn't have a
deep amateur.
No, deep amateur.
I think he had 14 or whatever.
He had like 12, and he only really. I think he only did the Haringey. I remember I was there. I was there when he won the Haringey. It was like he was knocking people out of knockouts, and that's what gave him the big like hooks and that. That's what gave him the name for when he went pro. But he hasn't been up against like someone like a Barazzi now. You get me?
Yeah.
That's who he needs to.
But even if before you say what's this guy's name? Callum Johnson. That's a good.
Come on now.
What do you mean? Come on now.
Come on, like
that's a different style. He's got to adapt to styles.
Damn, you just need to catch him once, innit? It will be a dead man.
But
Johnson needs
you
to
say
catch
that.
him once.
Look
I
at
think he needs to
fight
someone.
Look at the guys with the belts now. What's his face?
Bivol.
Not even Bivol. Bivol is more of a boxer.
The more Ukrainian guy.
The Canadian, Russian Canadian guy, the one who fought Callum Johnson, and
Beterbiev.
Yeah, Artur Beterbiev. He's gonna have to fight him at some point. These are the sort of people who have to fight.
No, if he gets the WBO, he doesn't have to look for any unification.
So what's the point?
No.
So not everyone does though. Not everyone
look at
does
the
though.
state of light heavy right now. We have 4 different belts with 4 different people. Do you think a unification will happen? Like you have Kovalev and
Kovalev called out Bivol.
Whatever. You have Kovalev and Beterbiev and the other guy, Gosik, on top rank. That fight ain't happening.
And it's interesting you say this. I would say Bivol and Godzik are in the same camp with Styles, and then Beterbiev's on the other side. So if you fight any one of them, these are very mad styles.
Yeah.
So I'm looking beyond Kovalev. So even if he comes through Kovalev, you can't come back down as a belt holder. He's got to fight real people, bruv. And these are young men.
That's true.
These are young men. I'm just looking sub 30.
Mate, that would be the ideal situation. That's what we want to see. But I don't think he's going to do that. Looking at what
but he's got nowhere to hide after that. That's my point.
Look at what Frank did with
hold that belt hostage.
You fight your mandatories. That's what I was just gonna do.
Nah, after you take one mandatory, what? You can't take mandatories back to back.
Mate, why are you acting like you just going to boxing? Look at BJS. Has BJS unified it with anyone? No, the guy beat Lemieux and he wanted to fight Matty Murray.
Yeah.
He hasn't done any unification.
So do you think the fight happens? Do you think it's gonna happen?
Who? Kovalev Yard.
Yeah.
We can't turn it down.
No, it's not about turning it down. There's other ways. Let's mention BJS again with Martin Murray and that. You know, there's other ways.
I think if I were up, I don't think he can pull out this one because his reputation will be shot if he pulls out.
Yeah.
Because there's a
But
lot
he's not
of
the mandatory for that.
No,
I think
he has been made mandatory.
He's been made mandatory. That's
Oh,
why
is it?
they called
and,
it now. Yeah.
And they have to make a
Who,
deal.
Kovalev?
Kovalev Yard.
Yeah, WBO has called it for 30 days.
Oh,
They
WF.
yeah. So if they don't make a deal in 30 days, they
Go
got to
to
go
purse
purse bid.
bid.
Yeah.
What's it called? He's not gonna fight.
Come on, guys. No, like
He's not gonna fight him.
I know this guy doesn't fire
He's not gonna fight
good
him.
opponents, but it's got skills. I just need to
You
show
know,
it against top
I got
level.
a lot of
It's got skills.
unanswered questions. I can't say he's bad. That would be
Yeah,
very
it's
rude.
no one-
Yard.
Yeah.
No.
No,
I
exactly.
wouldn't say he's bad, but I just
Just
don't
need to
think
do it
he's
against
been.
the top guys.
Yeah, that's what.
But
That's
here's
what
the
it
thing,
is.
right? There are some things I see with Yard. One similarity you pointed out with AJ. Does he have the stamina? He's not a 12 rounder. He's very big set for a light heavy. Let's you got to factor in he's had weight issues as well.
Yeah,
Very big, innit?
I've heard that he struggles to.
Yeah, because the last fight in LA that didn't happen because he couldn't get an opponent sanctioned. He struggled with weight then, you know. Apparently, he's quite heavy set. Kovalev in his boxing in his latter days is showing you that he can go to 12 rounds still, and he's favouring boxing over knocking people out. So why not? You know, the odds. I know you're saying it makes it very interesting, but there's so much I don't know about Yard.
I
Because
think
he's not
this
had
is the time
the
we're going.
variety of
surprised
styles.
if
This is the time all the questions will be answered. I will be shocked if he pulls out of this fight.
It's not about even pulling out. If he
Or
goes through,
phrase an injury or
yeah,
cancel the bout, I will be shocked. If this fight doesn't go ahead, I think that will be a lot of people will lose trust in him or faith in him.
it's not just him. It's Tunde Ajayi as well. You got to bring him into the equation
Well,
because
they're
he's
the same, innit?
Yeah,
I would like to see. To be fair, I don't think that. Well, obviously they've sanctioned it, but I would like to see like when Baratzi's had a couple more. Baratzi versus
yeah.
Yard.
Yard, definitely.
Like everyone would like to see that, but even Baratzi, I know a lot of people. He's got a lot of people on this train as well, and we got a man like Ennis that actually started the train.
What?
Yeah, he's been calling this guy out from the Olympics, so
I've been following Batsy from day. innit?
he loves
Like,
him.
Big fan, big fan.
Yeah. I went
Big
uni
fan.
with him still.
Oh, did you?
Oh, really?
Yeah, we went same uni. Yeah.
Nice. Did you know him?
Yeah. We used to
Humble
chat before.
person, isn't it? Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's a cool guy.
Yeah. See.
You get me? This is before he was even on GB.
Yeah.
You get me?
So
He's
yeah,
dedicated from them.
he's got skills, but I'm just looking at the guys at the top level. They got skills as well. The guys holding the belt in the weight category has got skills. So, like, I think the weak link is Kovalev out of the champions.
Yeah, but this is what
And
I'm saying.
Kovalev, like, you guys are even still saying mine is still.
There's still something in the tank.
Yeah.
I think so.
So-
Definitely. To be fair, I didn't see the last fight, but
Alvarez
see the
can't
last
box.
fight still.
Alvarez just got a puncher's chance as well.
Yeah. But
So-
yeah. I'm like I keep saying, I'm looking beyond.
I don't see any unification happening in that
Okay,
category.
if
mate.
all right, okay. What
He'll
if
probably
what if
just move
Sullivan
up.
Barrera becomes his mandatory? Do you think he can do him? Because that's another live opponent.
Bro will probably be old at that time as well, man. That's
Anyway.
one of the people he docked, innit?
It is what it is.
But yeah.
that's the one who fought Ward, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And he fought Bivol as well.
Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah.
He's tough. He's
But
tough.
I hope it happens.
No, I definitely do, man. I think people will stop having a go at him if it happens.
Yeah.
I will be shocked if he pulls out, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
It's only 30 days. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Just to give a mention to the card yesterday as well. I don't know if any of you guys saw it.
I haven't caught up yet.
Katie Taylor won at the belt, so
Yeah.
he won against Valente.
Yeah. Was it a stoppage or a point?
Stoppage.
Right. What
So
round?
I think it was around 8 or 9 or something like that. So the girl was getting beat up anyway, but there was a headbutt. Well, not headbutt. There was a clash with Katie's head and the girl's nose. So it made every sense to just stop it then because she was.
Ref
sure.
wanted a short night.
Nah, the round before the ref said, "You still want to continue? Are you sure?"
Yeah, you gotta
'Cause-
show me something.
Yeah, you gotta show me something because she was pink as pink.
Yeah.
So she was getting beat up and wonderful performance. Katie dropped her in first round
Oh, right.
because the girl Valente is known for knockouts and she came out all guns blazing in the first round, seeking Taylor and Taylor dropped out with a short right, and that's all she wrote. Taylor dominated the rest of the fight. So massive achievement, good fight. And another good fight on the card was the Gabriel Rosado v Sulecki.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that.
That's
a barnstormer.
That was a good one as well. Like Sulecki looked ready for this. Like he
Sulecki fought Jacobs.
And
tough close decision loss.
Yeah, but he looked more fit. So the packs were showing.
Well, you know what? You knew what Gabe comes with, man. Gabe's not a joke.
Exactly.
Gabe's always in wars, bro.
And obviously, he dominated the fight as well. He dropped Gabe, I think in the second round and the fourth round or something. And all of a sudden, maybe he gassed out or something. Gabe started coming back, and Gabe dropped him twice in round 9.
Saved by the bell.
And yeah, it was an entertaining fight. But Sulecki, I think, deserved to win that, and he did. So apparently, the winner of that then goes on to fight Andrade in June or July. Yeah. So that should be an interesting one as well. And the main event, Tevin Farmer, John O'Carroll. Yeah. John O'Carroll gave a good account of himself, I would say. Yeah. Like, even me, I'm not like Tevin Farmer talks too much these days. Like,
yeah, he has been like getting more.
Yeah, now he's got money.
He's got Eddie Hearn in his life now.
Yeah, since he got that belt.
So yeah,
the humbleness is kind of dropped a bit.
It's gone. It's not even dropped. It's gone. Man is talking. I got money.
Let's be
I like Farmer though.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got skills.
In the past 2 years, he's just feather-fisted, isn't he?
But at that weight category, you hardly find someone that actually knocks people out. If you're not Gervonta.
Well, Gervonta's a bit of a weight bully. He shouldn't be there.
So, but that was a sick fight. But the thing about the fight that I noticed was the fact that Jono kept coming forward, obviously, throwing a lot of punches. But Tevin was calm, like throwing the eye-catching punches, the sick punches.
He's always been known as an old-school slickster.
Yeah.
He's got Kronk style, that's what they say.
So, I give him to that.
It's just he's not got the power.
Yeah, but he won that fight as well. So, it was a very good card. Yeah. Who else was on that card?
Luke Campbell was on.
Luke Campbell. I like Luke Campbell, but I think I have an issue. I think he lacks confidence.
Really?
Because I think in a situation like that, when you're fighting someone, it's a takeover fight. You want to go in there and just knock the guy out and just get it done. But he took his time. He knocked him out. But yeah, it was a good performance. Well, he did his thing, but I felt
he didn't look good.
It looked good, but I expected more.
Okay.
As someone that is actually mandatory for a belt and someone that went to Olympics and won gold, I expected more. I expected him to exercise his authority on that guy.
There's a reason why they call him Cool Hands, though. He's not the knockout artist.
But I think he needs to develop that into his game. Even if it's not a knockout, you need to be confident.
Because he's with McGuigan as well.
Yeah.
Nah.
He is.
He's still with McGuigan?
He's with Shane McGuigan, yeah.
I think he left somewhere. Was it?
Oh, yeah, he did leave.
Left
he left.
Jamie Moore, yeah. Yes, with McGuigan. So that was a good fight as well. And there was a couple of there was a Philly fight as well, Lundy v Sparrow. That was quite exciting as well.
Right.
So yeah, it was a good card.
Nice. And from that, we moved to last week's card. Sean Porter versus Yordenis Ugas. Did you see that one, Obi?
Yeah, I watched the highlights still. What are your
thoughts on it? Do you agree with the result? Things like that?
I don't know, cause from what I saw, obviously I didn't watch round for round, but it looked like a good scrap still. I couldn't see who was the winner, but that drop, to me, that hit.
That was a drop,
innit?
That was a knockdown.
Yeah, that was a knockdown.
Yeah.
That was a knockdown. And
do you know it was Jay Diaz, the referee, the one that officiated Wilder Fury?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
And you know he got a lot of stick for the count as well, for the Fury count. Just pointing that out.
The thing is, the ref almost, it's like he, in his mind, always thought, at the time of the round, in 12th round, there was like 40 seconds left, thought, my job's nearly done. As soon as that knockdown went, he just went straight away. Oh, that's a slip. Get back up.
But to be fair, it wasn't a clean punch.
No, it wasn't a clean right.
It was like he looked over his head.
Yeah, it was like that.
So it's like hooked him down. Boom. It wasn't like
no, that was a clean punch. As far
I think it should have been a knockdown, but wasn't it like look at him? The guy jumped up and started bouncing, so it wasn't hurt.
It's not about being hurt.
I think it should have been a knockdown, but I don't think it was a clean punch.
It's not about being hurt.
I don't think it was a clean punch.
Do you agree
I think it should have been a knockdown. I think was Porter won. I think Porter should have won. Yeah.
You thought Porter should have won?
Yeah.
Oh right, fair enough.
Because I think a lot of Hugo's punches didn't connect.
Really?
I don't think they connected.
Yeah.
It throwed more than he usually does.
Yeah.
Because I saw one
I don't
one
think he
line was
connected.
ripping it to the body.
Yeah.
He looked
But it wasn't
yeah.
connecting though, because I think
Nah,
this
when
guy
he was
had
ripping it
his,
to the body, he
he
was
had his
connecting.
elbow tucked in, innit?
Nah, he was connected. To me, from what I saw, he looked like he was connecting.
Most of the punches I saw in that fight from you guys, from both of them to be fair, didn't connect.
Yeah, but if
Sean
both of
says-
them weren't connecting,
Yeah.
and the other one was throwing more punches, then it should have went to the one who was throwing more punches and who, well, should have had the knockdown.
Mm.
Mm.
I scored it slightly differently.
Would
How
you-
you score it?
Yeah, I had you guys.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought he did the better work. The cleaner punches he landed, I thought his ring generalship was better, and I thought his defense.
It was
Very
following
importantly-
him, man.
No, that's not true. Sean Porter tried to impose himself, but he couldn't.
No.
He actually pushed him away a lot.
Thank goodness you said that, because I actually want to say this. I think you need to give Sean a lot of credit, because look at Sean. I feel like I've seen him 3 different fights with
And he's
different
changed his style, yeah.
3 different styles.
Yeah.
He fought Thurman, a different one. Garcia, differently, and this one as well. He used his fit.
I
He
think-
was
I think-
bouncing about, and I think that makes
but
him
he
a.
faded, though. Let's face it, the last 4
Well, you
rounds,
got to
he
take
faded.
everything into consideration with what happened the day before as well, with the weight
Yeah,
situation.
see, which he's got to bring into it. Is he on the decline now? Like, can he, of all the
He's still-
welterweights, is he
still
now
28, 29?
Can you identify him as the weak link? But he's not a young 28 though. He's been on job for a long time. I think he's more than 28 now.
Out of the champion, what's the weakest link? At this point in time, I'll say Thurman.
Well, based off his last performance. Interesting. I felt.
And I think Thurman is the best welterweight, by the way. I've said this
Yeah.
on record. I still think, and it's obviously just coming back from injury and
Yeah.
the hiatus. So, but off his last performance, I think, yeah, it's the one I gave the worst performance of the 4.
All right. Well, we'll see, man. Hopefully, after this Mikey Garcia debacle, we'll see some of
Happening
them mix it up.
today.
Can't wait for
Yeah.
this fight.
Who do you think is gonna win?
So let's do the fight calendar, yeah? Yeah?
Okay.
Who do you think is going to win?
Who do you think?
Spence.
Errol Spence versus
Yeah.
Mikey Garcia. You're
Yeah,
picking Spence.
Spence, yeah,
How are you
yeah.
picking him?
The guys had 24 fight, 21 knockouts. By the
Yeah,
way,
that's what I think. That's what I think. I was gonna say knockout still, but I don't know. I don't know what Garcia's plan is.
Yeah.
I don't know what Garcia's plan is.
mate, my head tells me Spence, my heart tells me Garcia.
Your heart told. See, I've been here before, yeah, with Rigondale and Lomachenko, and I'm not
Hugh
doing this
Fury,
rubbish
yeah?
anymore. Spence is gonna do him, honestly. It's a matter of when, not come on, he's gonna batter him. Honestly,
You think he's gonna batter him?
he's gonna batter him if he can.
I know
yeah.
you've always been on the Spence train as well from days.
The thing is, yeah,
No, you got to say that.
But I'm a
'cause-
big Kel fan as well,
but
and I actually wanted Kel to win that one. But the way he imposed his will on Kel lets you know that this guy is a beast, bro. Lamont Peterson, Leonard Bundu, Chris Algieri. There's so many people I've seen Spence fight and just
Campos,
overpower.
Who?
Yeah, or Campo, yeah.
Campo,
Yeah, that was a first round knockout.
Oh,
Yeah, that was his.
made liar work of
yeah,
him.
yeah,
man.
yeah. So I can't see any other way, man. I like Mikey. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
I
same.
love this fight
I
against
like- I
Robbie
really
Starr.
like
Yeah,
Mikey.
you know.
But Mike is a special. They're both special fighters, so I think you got to give him credit. And the fact that he's daring to be great as well, you got to give him a bit more credit than that.
Credit or not, I don't think he can win it. I give him credit. I think he's got
But-
bollocks of steel.
I'll be
But,
yeah, 100%. I'll be
Yeah.
shocked if he wins it. I'll
yeah.
be shocked.
So okay, if he wins, where does Spence go from there? There has to be a rematch, right?
It depends.
Because if Garcia wins, I think there will be more. Yeah, he tried his best.
There shouldn't
Well,
be a
Spence,
rematch. If he's
because-
beating him clearly, there doesn't need to be a rematch.
But where does Spence go? I think Spence would be under a lot of pressure.
This is for me. This is an unwelcome distraction. There's so many fights to be made, and he had the nerve to call out Sean Porter and say, "Oh, this fight's happening because Sean."
Didn't want to take it.
Yeah, come on, man. He could have taken a rematch against Kel. Kel would happily take a rematch. I'd rather see that.
I want
than-
5-4.
Yeah, catch weight. It doesn't matter.
I
About
want 50.
yeah, catch
No,
weight.
what you would want to see that?
Yeah.
Kell Brook and
Spence.
Spence again.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Very good question. Why?
Why would you want to see
It
that?
wasn't a blowout
He
performance.
broke his.
Yes, it was.
Well,
No,
he broke.
come on.
He
broke.
quit.
It was. Look at the scorecard when the fight was.
He
called.
quit.
No, that doesn't make it a blowout. Someone quitting in 11 out of 12. doesn't
Why
make
would
it a
you
blowout.
quit if you're in a fight?
If he-
What, you
damaged
think
his
Kell would
eyes
take
could-
that? Do you
No.
think Kell would take that?
Yeah, he's already said he will take it.
Because it's said on camera does not mean he wants to take it, man.
Well, if you're calling a man out, it's not like they came to seek him. He's
You know
the
what
one-
Kel wants to do right now? I don't think Kel will take it. You know what
I
Kel
don't
wants
think
right now? He's looking for that
Khan.
payday with Khan.
And that's it.
Really?
Man is
That's
still
it.
waiting on Khan.
That's it.
Even after everything Khan has
But
done
it's
to
true.
his
We're not
life,
talking about
true.
Khan, though,
That's
but
what he
we're
wants.
talking about Errol.
everyone won't take that fight.
He
Why
won't.
wouldn't he take it?
I mean, Kel won't take that
He
fight.
wouldn't.
I don't think
that's
Cal
a
will
more
take
for
that
me.
fight.
That's a more competitive fight than Mikey Garcia,
No,
based on the size difference.
the competitive one will be Spence v Hurd.
Yeah, but Spence hasn't moved up officially yet, so you can't.
You can do a catch
Put
weight
that
as
in.
well.
Why would he go if he's gonna do that? Because he's got all the belts.
Oh,
There's
do-
belts you can get. So I don't see any
You
point.
can
in
get a belt
fighting.
from Hurd.
That's what I'm saying. If he's to fight Hurd, he has to move up. I don't see the point of a catch weight because he's daring to be great, isn't he? And he wants to unify a next division. So, but
Well, yeah.
he's got to conquer the welterweight first. I think. I think this is a bit of a distraction.
I can't wait
But
till
it's a
Thurman
money
gets
fight
back
as
to
well,
his
innit?
best as well.
Yeah,
Because I'd like to see that fight.
Huh?
Thurman, him and Thurman.
yeah. When Thurman's
Oh,
back
yeah,
to his
yeah.
When
best.
forgot
Thurman's
about
back to his
that.
best. Because I still think Thurman is still the G, man.
Yeah,
Forgot
definitely.
about that fight.
Yeah.
Also, David Benavidez is back, my guy.
Against
At super middle,
who's he fighting again?
Jalen Love.
Jalen
That's
Love.
that's just a whooping boy fight.
Mayweather fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Love is.
Yeah, it's just.
So you said your favorite fire, Benavidez?
Not say he's my guy. I like Benavidez.
I like Plant.
What? Even when he was taking cocaine, yeah.
What he does in his
asking.
personal life, that's his business. It's got nothing to
He's
do
an
with it.
athlete.
Yeah. Well, he served
Yeah.
his time. He's back in. Tyson Fury was caught with this stuff as well. Let's not
That
forget
does not
that.
make you right.
Yeah, it's their lifestyle, isn't it? That's what I'm saying, isn't it? I'm judging him for the boxing. I'm not gonna
No,
go into
he's
it.
a sick fire. No.
Yeah. I don't know why you're hating on the guy, man.
No, I like Benavidez.
He's about to
as
come
well.
back and have up Anthony Yildirim or whatever. Whoever's got the WBC strap, he's going for them.
No, he's Dereda's got it.
Yeah, whatever.
He would do both of them in one night.
Whoever it is, he's getting it back. And I like to see him in unifications. Charlie Edwards fight against Angel Moreno. That's a UK card, isn't it? That's next week. That's
At the
got
copper box.
yeah.
He
That's,
looks good.
yeah.
Your guy is fighting as well, Boatsi's
Yeah.
there.
Boatsi's fighting Conroy. What are your thoughts on that? Who are you giving that one to?
Me.
Boatsi.
Boatsi.
Boatsi, both. How?
Knockout.
Yeah, straight.
Knockout.
What about the other undercard, Lawrence Okoli and Wadi Camacho?
Okole.
You said that off the bat. What are you saying?
I don't like Coley, but
You know, I was actually going to ask you the question,
Yeah, that-
the shenanigans or the craziness between Okole and Dylan White.
he's just cooling. He
You
just
think he's just clout chasing?
Yeah, he clout chasing 100%.
But did you see the sparring clip?
Yeah, but sparring don't mean nothing. Sparring don't mean nothing. Like he
But
did.
that gives you, that must give you
he-
confidence, right, in going to the actual fight. The fact that you don't, if you dominate someone in
well,
sparring,
the
someone
fact
you're
that
not supposed
the
to
fact that
dominate.
Not necessarily. Like, wait, yeah, it'll give you confidence. It'll give you confidence. Depends on whether Dylan White was like. Remember that was just a. What was it like? I saw it. It was like a 30-second clip or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
But this
Right.
is the rest of it.
30
Fair
seconds,
fair
exactly.
point.
30 seconds of the clip, and we saw Okoli throw a nice shots, and we just saw Dylan just on the ropes, just taking the shots.
Yeah,
So we don't know what happened for the rest of the spar.
yeah.
I'm
That's a
getting
fair point.
Fair
we don't know
point,
what
yeah,
happened for
fair
the rest
point.
of the spar.
So,
But I think Okole
Okoli needs
is
to
like
fight Dion Juma. That's who he needs to fight. He needs to fight Dion
Yeah.
Juma. That's who he needs to
who's
fight.
that?
West London guy
Dion
Is
Juma.
it the guy that came out from nowhere?
in the gym, yeah. The
Yeah, but
boxing.
who is that guy?
You
Fuck
don't, you
is
don't know
this
Dion,
guy?
everyone knows Dion Juma.
I
How
don't.
can you not know?
He hasn't done it. I don't think he's done enough to warrant facing the British champion.
Listen, he's
That's what I
Dion
think.
Juma is a
On-
top talent.
on-
He's a
on-
top amateur talent
yeah.
because when he started off well, and then he had a bit of injuries and other stuff going on or whatever. I don't even know him like that, so I'm not backing him because I know him either. I don't know
So
him.
when
You can tell you're
I
West
think-
London, man, innit?
Nah, not even because he's
Pushing
West
the
London.
set.
Not even because he's West London.
when I
Not
called
even
it
'cause he's West
for
London.
Watkins, did you
Who,
pick
who?
Watkins? Which did you think was gonna win?
I didn't see that fight still.
Okay.
I watched that fight.
I think I've given Okole a lot of stakes on this platform because it's last fight against Askin
Yeah, Matty Askin, yeah.
and Chamberlain, which I actually was present for. That was shocking. His style is shocking, but I still think at the British level, I think it's the man to beat.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And what is Commonwealth champ?
Yeah.
One of them
Yeah,
is Commonwealth,
I
one of them is British.
Yeah, I think Okoli will win though still.
Yeah, I think Okole will
How
do
do you think he'll stop him or by points?
Yeah,
it.
still.
Yeah, knockout.
Has Wadi been stopped? I know he's
Yeah,
He's
he's
had a
lost
couple
before. I
losses.
know he's lost
I
before.
think so.
no, but has it been
Stopped.
like,
Yeah, he has.
Oh,
I think he has.
yeah, because I know
I think
it
he
was
has.
points against Chamberlain. I think did he fight Irfan Akbar? I can't remember. Yeah.
And
Anyway,
Dylan, the fight to seed, Dylan's guy as well, Riakwa, and what Okole. That would be 6-5, boy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be
Wait
a
to
good
seriously
fight.
that.
That would be a good fight.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. We've got to say special shout out. So drop us all the details, plug all the details for your next fight as we come to the end of the show now.
I'm fighting at Your Call, April the 6th. You can catch me. If you want to get tickets for my fight, you can catch me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just at me.
What's the page?
At Obs, BOXR93.
Nice.
Yeah, and you can just message me on that, and we can link up and I'll get you tickets.
All right.
Do you have any other social?
Nah, just on Instagram.
Just Instagram.
Oh, just Instagram, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
Instagram.
new age man.
Nah, I can't bother to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
Man. It's too long.
Yeah.
It's too long.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in, man. Wish you all the
Thanks,
best.
guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I enjoyed
your
it.
career.
Still.
And
Obviously
when you make it to the top, don't forget us, yeah?
Nah.
Now, obviously, always come back as well. Like,
Yeah.
Of course,
when you want to
of course.
promote your fights and
Yeah,
what
definitely.
have you. Yeah.
We'll do.
Yeah. Signing out, man.
All
Until
right.
the next one.
Thanks, everyone. Have a
Thanks,
good
guys.
weekend.